Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Higher Elevation Coach, where we empower others to heal, rise, and walk boldly in their God-given purpose. I'm your host, Monique, and today we're talking about something that carries tremendous healing power, and that is forgiveness. Now, before we dive in, make sure you're following me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Rise with HEC, and also visiting my website, www.higherelevationcoach.com, for coaching resources and more encouragement to help you elevate in faith and healing. So let's talk about forgiveness. It is one of the most powerful and often misunderstood acts of spiritual maturity. It's not weakness. It's not denial. And it's not about excusing the wrong that was done to you. Forgiveness is a release. It's letting go of the hold that pain and offense have on your heart so that God can fill that space with peace. Ephesians 4:31-32 reminds us to get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, and be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you. That verse doesn't minimize what happened to you. It magnifies what God can do through you. Now, when we forgive, we are saying, Lord, I trust you to deal with this. I release it from my hands so I can live free. And here's what many people don't realize. Forgiveness isn't really for the other person. It's for you. When we hold on to resentment, we think we're protecting ourselves, but in reality, we're building a prison around our hearts. Every time you replay that moment in your mind, you relive the pain. But when you forgive, you take back your power. You declare that your past no longer has permission to dictate your peace. Forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation, and it doesn't mean pretending it didn't hurt. It means you're choosing freedom over bitterness. It means you're choosing healing over hatred. There's a reason why forgiveness is central to our faith, because it mirrors the heart of God. Jesus forgave those who hurt him, even as he hung on the cross. And if we are followers of Christ, we're called to reflect that same grace. But let's be honest, forgiveness isn't easy. Sometimes it's a process. Sometimes it's daily. And that's okay. Healing takes time. But every time you choose to let go, even a little, you make room for God to restore what was broken. If you're listening right now and struggling to forgive someone, here are a few steps to start. Acknowledge the hurt. Don't minimize it. Be honest with God about what you feel. Pray for the person who hurt you. It's hard to hate someone you're praying for. Release them out loud. Speak it. Go to the mirror. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I forgive them and I release them to God. Do it over and over and over. They say it takes 31 days. I really think it takes about 60 to form a habit, maybe even 90. So you may have to take 31, 60, or 90 days of continually doing that every day in the mirror until it finally feels as if you've released that person from your heart. Forgive yourself. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is you. And replace bitterness with gratitude. Every time that memory comes up, thank God for your healing journey. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It's remembering without resentment. So, brother, sister, I want you to take a deep breath right now. Let go of what's been holding you back. You've cried long enough. You've yelled long enough. You have talked to other people long enough over it. You replayed it long enough. and now it's time to rise. Your healing begins when you stop rehearsing the pain and start releasing it. Forgiveness opens the door to freedom, joy, and peace, and you deserve all of that. Thank you for tuning into today's episode of Higher Elevation Coach Podcast. If this message blessed you, share it with another sister or brother who needs healing today. Remember again to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Rise with HEC, and visit www.higherelevationcoach.com to connect, book a coaching session, or explore more faith-based tools for your growth journey. And remember, healing starts with forgiveness, and elevation begins when you let go. Until next time, keep rising higher.